Welcome back to Biosyn Labs. We got some dinos ready to go. We got a clutch of Australopithecus to add to the diminishing population of Austros. Figured they're getting down to about 6 or 7 of them, so there'll only be about 5 in the long run when the other 2 elderly ones die. So we better continue to bolster them. They got a pretty large pad. For the Memenchis, I think we'll kind of just throw these in here, see if they're going to fit. What is... Sorry, excuse me. Infected, of course. The feeders... I feel like the feeders get infected too much. Just like perpetually infected fish feeders. Although to be fair... No, you know what? Forget being fair. We've only got like 4 fish feeders, right? I think we just got 2 here. Or do we have 3 here? Is there 1 in here? 2? 3 in the aviary, 2 here. 5 fish feeders. That's not that many. This constant infections are a bit obnoxious. Let's let this run, get that first Memenchi out of there. Then we can get this other one out. Oh, I don't know if one of these was supposed to be the alpha or the other one. Could have been a concern to think about, but I'm sure it's fine. Memenchis. Alright. So let's make sure we get this Memenchi hatching because this takes quite a while. 9 welfare. Let's do a 7 and a 2 here. And then let's get these guys going. Vulnerable and skittish. I think those are fine. I think skittish doesn't matter in that enclosure. It's big, and it's just some Allosaurs, which I don't think interact negatively in any way. Now, this person I could send on a dig. I guess we'll just use a geneticist there for that. It's probably fine. Which animal? I got killed by a lot of animals in a lot of different arc runs. Well, in the one arc run, I guess. A lot of different lives ended at the hands of various animals. Let's phrase it that way. So only one Suchomimus fossil here is actually kind of awful. Also, Tyrannosaurus is not going to be the ornithopod we put in the park. There are better ornithopods for overlap with the Ceratopsians. Alright, let's do that. Just keep digging up Sucho, I guess. With you. Oh, in the volcano. Which thing killed me in the volcano? Are you talking about on Fyodor, where I get killed by like some spiders or something?
Okay, this dinosaur is something.
All right, there's our first Memenchi.
Seriously, look at the size of this thing.
Forest and some tall leaf. Hold on. Let's check the berries. How much water do you guys need? You have plenty of water. So we can sprinkle some tall leaf actually into kind of the margins of the water a little bit if we want to. They actually don't need that much tall leaf, surprisingly. Actually kind of adds to like the swamp vibe a little bit. And there's another one coming in over here, so we'll sprinkle some tall leaf in as well, like that. Oh, something that pushed me into the lava. Oh, yeah, right, at the finale of the main arc run. Oh, that was the, no, it was the burrowing things. The burrowing Gorgonopsid. I forget what it's called in that game. But it is some sort of Permian Gorgonopsid.
This thing is one of the largest animals to ever walk the earth. And now, thanks to the wonders of genetic engineering, it's doing just that again. Alright,
they're good to go. Humble social, so that's good. This one is Quillian Pilo. Can't get the best look at it, though, but that's fine. And this one's Limpopo Pulcarano. That one's looking actually pretty cool for a Memenchi. I really like the green spots on the dark brown. I'll have to check these during daylight and see if it holds up. But that actually looks fairly distinctive for a... yeah, Perlovia, that's it. Fairly distinctive for a sauropod. Yeah, I got stunned by a Perlovia, then he just kicked me into the lava, and it was freaking funny. I had to get summoned back in with admin commands. So, now, the question is, are these guys going to get murdered? If comments are correct, it will not. Base dominance of 145, and if they are incorrect, they will get murdered. I think the Sucos are the thing that's going to murder them. The berries, yeah, the berries are lower dominance, and I don't think, even if the berries are high dominance, they have a hunt enabled against baryonyx. Let's pull up the JWE2 DB and check that. Just for reference, make sure I'm remembering it correctly. Again, we're going to paleo.gg DynoDB. I highly recommend that for all your JWE2 Dino info needs. Yeah, so baryonyx does not have any behaviors in regards to Mamenchisaurus. So the deal with Fyodor is going to be that it's going to be much more of a Silent Bam thing than a me thing. I'll be doing it occasionally, but Silent Bam will be doing a lot more episodes, and he'll be starting a YouTube channel for that, which you can find in the description of the Fyodor uploads, which will be this weekend. From the perspective of this YouTube video, they'll already be uploaded, but from the perspective of people live on Twitch, it'll be this weekend. I don't know what we're going to do next, but it's probably not going to be the Lockwood Manor thing you describe. I got a lot of other ideas that I'd like to look at before we go back to doing something based on like a subset of species. So I think probably we're going to pivot over to some actual challenge modes again and like revisit some of the old challenge modes. That's what I'm thinking, at least. I'll have to parse some ideas and make sure the concepts I want to run in challenge mode are actually viable with the restrictions we're given, and make sure that's going to work. So the Menchie's got a pretty wide territory. Forest need 94%. Well, they'll should be able to make that work. We got one more coming. Which is going to take 4 minutes. Let's get these Australopithecus out. Yeah, I saw the Stegolf mod. It's pretty funny. I saw Kyodenic's actual video for that. If you are interested in JWE2 modding and you haven't subscribed to Kyodenic's channel, you should support him. Because he's the one who puts out a lot of those really involved mods. How was it? Did you enjoy the mini golf? Do we have any other fossils to process here? Yeah, we got a few. This is worth clearing out our inventory, I think. You can do that. Take a break. We weren't incubating more pterosaurs, right? No, pterosaurs are done. We'll wait for daylight to take a look at the Australopithecus. They'll be in the trees, so they'll be really hard to see until it's bright out anyway.
Transportation underway.
And then we'll have 3 Mamenchisaurus. Is that enough? Are these social or not in this game? I forget. No, they're not social. I mean, despite what you would believe from their social interaction.
Asset has been transported.
In the original game, JWE1, they were a 2 to 4 population dino. Okay, okay, there's some Suco in here. 9%, 8%, not enough to finish. I imagine we're going to finish the Niger and Arana before we finish the Suco. 8. Why don't we double up on this? I think that's fine. And we'll go ahead and get the 10 logistics rested. The one we do first for challenge mode is really going to depend upon some of the roster options in the modes. I need to like basically look at a bunch of the base challenge modes, check the rosters, and see which ones I can do for some of the different strategies I want to play with. This other Mamenchi is actually pretty cool too. This like blue spotted Mamenchi is not too shabby. That's Quillian Pilo on that one. And then yeah, this one is actually not really that green. Just a little bit of green on the face. But that's still a pretty good skin combo with the lighter spots on the darker skin. We haven't used Mamenchi too much. Maybe we haven't even used Mamenchi since like San Diego or something. And that might not even have had skins. Certainly possible. Okay, let's get the last Momenchi out. I'm thinking actually probably only end up doing 3 Momenchis. Yep, I put him in the berry enclosure. We're going to test out Suko Berry plus Momenchi and see what happens there. DynoDB thinks or says that the game supports a behavior where Suko hunts Momenchi. Yeah, see, that's my thought, right? But there's a commenter who insists that it works. So we're going to do some experimentation. We're going to also experiment with dominance on that. So now the berries, this is actually completely safe. Baryonyx will not hunt Momenchisaurus. Suchomimus is the one that will. Baryonyx has no interactions with Momenchisaurus in the code. From what, if DynoDB is accurate. It's also technically possible that DynoDB is wrong, but it has not failed me so far. But when you put the Sukos in, yeah, I think they will die. But I am willing to accept if I am wrong, that I am wrong. Okay, Tainted Feeder. Jesus Christ. Did they, like, up the rate of Tainted Feeders, I wonder? I don't know. Alright, we're just waiting on those fossils. What else should we be doing in the meantime? With a T-Rex, huh? Yeah, Barry's definitely got some interesting overlap on, or non-overlap on behaviors. That's kind of the wrong way to say it. A lack of behavioral interactions with certain dinosaurs. It looks like, yeah, like Chasmosaurus, Nodosaurus, Kentrosaurus, Wango, Pachyrhino, all of those it will not hunt. Styraco, there's a bunch of other ones. It's kind of weird though, because like, it's kind of inconsistent sometimes. Because there's sometimes you get this. Baryonyx doesn't look inconsistent, but some of the other dinosaurs I've looked at with kind of hunting animation or hunting behaviors will inconsistently hunt types of dinosaurs. I'm pretty sure I saw one where it'll like engage with like some ankylosaurs and then maybe just not Ankylosaurus itself. And I think I've seen similar things with some of the ceratopsians where they get split up, where some of them will fight or hunt subsets of ceratopsians instead of all or none. Yeah, generally in a lot of our park builds, we've kept the carnivores just completely separate. So it's definitely interesting to do some more experimentation. Like we had Coelophysis living pretty chill here with all these herbivores before too. And then yeah, Baryonyx is definitely good for that reason. Baryonyx actually seems like a really good challenge mode dinosaur because it's got some good cohabitation options. No, Allosaurus doesn't come up in Camp Cretaceous, and at least in the flesh. I think there's a reference to it in like season 2 or something. Like they mentioned seeing an Allosaurus, but you never see it on screen. Okay, so those fossils are almost done. We need to figure out what ornithopod we want to put in. Muttaburra works. Corythosaurus works. Where are my notes? Mutta, Corytho. I remember those for sure. Sintao, Oloro, Mutta, and Monto and Corytho. Those are the 5 that overlap with ceratopsian vegetation. Why don't we just see if we actually have DNA for any of those, and we can just finish it off. 49% Corythosaurus. That's probably the one to go for then. Para does not overlap. Para's nut, which doesn't help us. Alright, so we'll do Corythosaurus and Pentaceratops. Yeah, I was glad to see Cerato get some time too. I liked Cerato's screen time a lot more in, was it season 2 where it first appeared, where it was pretty chill? No, season 3, right? And then season 4 was in Manticore where it was more aggressive. I like the more chill interpretation of the Cerato. It feels more like the JP3 Cerato in the first season it shows up in Camp Cretaceous. And then they make it angry, and it feels less distinctive when it's chasing people down hallways. It's always something I like seeing with some like behavioral differences between the species. Also, excellent Hammond Collection Ceratosaurus figure. And then Ceratosaurus and JWE1 also made me really like it a lot more. Just because you use it so much, it really grew on me there. I think that's actually the source of like my love of Ceratosaurus, is like JWE1 primarily. Where it just looked really good. Okay, why don't we... Oh, we gotta send out another dig team. Yes. Okay. Pause for a second. One, corpse. Old age Majung. Okay, get out of here. Be gone, Majungasaurus. Did it actually get picked up? Yeah, I think it got picked up. 2, Australorhinators we never looked at again. Let's check the age. Age 2, 2, 2, 2, 8. So the 2s are new. So starting with 15. I think we've basically seen one like this. Great Sandy Lethal Baits. Very gold pattern though. It looks very, very like gold peeking out of sand kind of look. Yukon Blank, not cool. Not gonna look at it. Gambia Rana. I like this one. This is pretty cool. Purple and blue. Good look. Looks like he's been eating some cheese, just like some nacho cheese straight out of the tub. Austro 18, Yukon Pilo. It's all right. Kind of a gaudy pattern with a very subdued base color, which sometimes doesn't work. I think I like these. Yeah, I think I like it better when it's a more gaudy base color to go with this green pattern when we get it. It's Mangrove Papu. And yep, that's it. Okay, those are the new ones. I think we shouldn't have to breed any more Australorhinators. We probably got a good look at a wide range of patterns there anyway. Next, Suchomimus. How far did we get? 96%. But we didn't have any other actual fossils, right? So we do need to still keep digging up in Africa, so we're going to do that. Boom and boom. Nobody needs a break. Fantastic. So we're going to do a cut until the next dig team comes in, because there's really nothing to do. We got our last Suchomimus fossil. The last 3%. I might have done the math on that wrong before. I don't remember now. And yeah, neither of these other ones matter. Neither Nigersaurus nor Oranosaurus is actually going to make it into the park. So I guess we just clear out a couple of chunks of amber alongside this. I think in JW1 it was different when they added the decorative trees. I think the decorative trees blocked pathfinding. Because I was definitely getting stuck against a redwood in JW1, which was a decorative only tree. Okay, so that finishes Suchomimus. Next we can finish... Well, next we can get to work on Penta, or we can finish Corytho. I think we'll just finish Corytho. Get some of those out. Here's some Corythosaurus. We'll keep using the 10 logistics, because like we have nothing else for them to do, I don't think. And then it's going to be, give me my timers, 1.5 minutes actually for the fossil, and then we'll get some Suchomimus going. Why are you guys fighting? Chill out, Styrax. Oh, you took over as Alpha. Humble Social, taken over from... Huh. They're all just Humble Socials. 69, 69, 69. Okay. Dominance fight when they all had the same dominance. Curious. I guess there's just some general chance that they'll do that. Well, alright. Let's get those Suchos. So, we need... what did I want to do with these specifically? Get them high enough... I forget what my plan was. Was my plan to have them kill the Memenches specifically? I think so. Oh, we never did get strong, huh? It probably doesn't matter. I'm vaguely aware of Path of Titans and the Isle, but I've never played either or looked into them very much. The Isle is the one where you actually play as a dinosaur, right? There's like a whole life cycle and nesting mechanic. Yeah, so we don't have the strong trait, but I think it doesn't matter because they're just, if they do hunt the Memenchis, they kill them flat anyway. So I think it's pretty much equivalent to give them defense for the purposes of our experiment. We could also do 75% defensive and still throw in like 50% humble. We get like a slight range of dominances, but we could get one that's like super dominant, which might be good. Hell, we could even do this. 50% and then 25. Yeah, I think that's all right. We have no 6s, which is kind of shit. You're capped at 5. You're capped at 5. You're not capped but have no points. You're capped at 4. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, maybe I haven't seen too much from Path of Titans. I'm not sure. I honestly don't remember. Alright, this looks good. 7, 5, and a filler. Maybe not a welfare because these guys are going to need to take a break soon. Could we do a second clutch right away? Yeah, we'll have to see if we take a look at those sometime or not. I've got a few alternate series ideas in the back of my mind to do, which we'll take a look at sometime probably. So, do you want to do the 4? Yeah, that seems fine. It might be something to take a look at for group games sometime with the crew from ARC. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, so these guys are going to take how long? 30 seconds, 50 seconds. Not too long. Oh, we never looked at the third Memenchi, did we? Or even check if these guys are actually... Okay, so literally exactly enough for us, which is kind of bafflingly good. Memenchi 3 is Salar Pulkaran. I think that's the most inferior of the 3 because the patterning is... I mean, it's not even bad, it's just subtle. It blends in good with the forest lighting where you got all the shadows coming across it and then the mottled mixture of greens. Pretty cool, but I think the other 2 are better. I might put... No, let's get the Sukos in here before we mess with the environment at all. I might put a little bit of extra tree in here in the middle of the water just because they'll have a tendency to... The fog looks very unnatural rolling in like that, but it is a cool effect. It's just weird that it happens on parts of the map only. Like, it's pretty cool when you see it like on a small lake, but here we've got... Well, it's gone. Here we got a big lake and only half of it was foggy, which is really weird. Yeah, if their territory degrades, we might need some trees in the middle of the enclosure. That's what I was trying to say before I got distracted by fog. Alright, Suchomimus 2 and 3. Let's look at these 3 first. Aggressive is a hard no. No traits manifested? Seriously? Defensive social fit. Defensive nocturnal. Well, okay. I guess we'll go for these 2. Yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll hatch these 2, and we're going to throw back the other clutch and just re-roll it. Because this one is not going to do that much science for us. It's defensive, but we already have one that's defensive. Well, no, let's just hatch it. It's still a different dominance level, which could tell us something. We'll just hatch it. It's fine. Hatch. Apparently our fossils came in at some point, and I did not notice. Chasmo Coritho is what we're looking for. Corith. I got 3. Oh, wait. 4 and a 2. So, we need more Corythos still. Looks like that one's completed. Corytho, Oplo, and Trike. I'm just going to look through the rest of these and see if there's... Yeah, that's it, I think. The Cretaceous deposits are all in mostly the northern U.S. and Canada, obviously. So this is the last Corytho dig site, it looks like. You got all those Hell Creek and adjacent formations. Kind of... I don't... There's a few different, like, eras of Cretaceous rock in the U.S. It's not all Hell Creek, like, latest Cretaceous stuff. There's some earlier stuff, I'm pretty sure. 70, 80 million years ago, maybe. Not all just 66-ish. Alright, Sukos are still going to take quite a while, so we'll do a quick cut. I think we'll hash these Majungas now. We've got 3 Majungasaurs left in the park. 1 is elderly and overdue for expiration. I think 5 Majungs to go with 6 Carnos is a pretty good number. And they're just sitting here unused otherwise. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's go look at our fossils as well. We processed a batch of unimportant fossils off screen. Okay, 90% Corytho, 95. Still not there, huh? Unfortunate. Alright, let's get something out of here. You can always try making your own river. Like the JP3 map's not that small. It's got enough room for you to put in your own river. What was I doing? Oh, I was digging up Corythosaurus. My brain failed me. Yeah, this one probably still has a Corythosaurus fossil in it. It's still open. Or maybe a couple of Corythosaur fossils. That's certainly possible too. Is this another dead Ostro? No, that one's getting moved. Disease contracted. Yes, tainted feeder. Mobile vet. Add task. Fix dinosaur. That's the wrong ass mobile vet. God damn it. Stop. Mobile vet 2. 2 get in there. Fix the dinosaurs. Okay. Mobile vet 3, you can sit there and think about what you've done. Nublar 93 could work too, for sure. So we want these 2 first. This one has the actual Suko Alpha. 1, 2. I think we'll get the Suko airlifted before we release the Majungs because it takes longer. Yeah, Sorna is definitely the most thematic for a JP3 build in particular. Have you tried not bleeding from your nose? Sometimes that works.
This dinosaur has a skull similar to a crocodile's.
You can just
not far off either.
lay upside down.
Suchomimus originally fed on fish and small prey.
All right, let's get these Majungs out.
And its diet into two-legged animals wearing collector t-shirts.
Green one looks kind of interesting with the blue. Where's the third one? Did I only do 2? Oh, what the heck? The third one just teleported in. He was completely absent in the cutscene. That is the third one, right? Yeah, Majung 9. Oh, that was weird. I've never seen that happen before. 7, Mangrove Papurana. Do we already have one of those? Mangrove Lethobates. Maybe we had one before. Well, Amazon Lethobates, that one's pretty underwhelming. Death Valley Blink, obviously crap, but the Mangrove Papurana's pretty good. Green and blue and this kind of sandy orange color. Solid. Let's pop over on the Sukos real quick. Suko 1, Lonely. Ooh, look at you. Gambia Pilo. Nice looking Suko. You know, I never noticed how, like, the Suko doesn't really have a notable fishing claw in its hand. I wonder if that's actually a feature of Suko Mimas. Or Suko Mimas should have a more enlarged fishing claw like you see Baryonyx restorations with. I think Suko Mimas is a separate branch of the Baryonyx family than Baryonyx itself. Wikipedia says they have a giant claw on their thumb. Let's look at a fossil restoration. Yeah, they should have an enlarged first claw. Interesting. Suko2, all the way over here, hasn't found this friend. Solar Blank. Yeah, a blank Suko Mimas is not the best. Suko 3, airlifted in. Suko will bridge the territories between these two. You could do Walking with Dinosaurs. I don't remember myself what species were in that. I haven't seen that since it, like, aired. Well, they should merge territories. It might just take a second for Suko 3 to update. Missing sand. Oh, we put rock in for the berries, but we can definitely also do some sand. We'll just mix in some amount, kind of like that. That actually didn't count as anything. 2%. 7%. Well, we'll see how it works. Okay, looks like the territories must have merged. This one is Great Sandy Pilo. That one's not bad looking either. Kind of weird. It's like marker drawings on pavement almost. Okay, so the Sukos are good. They have merged completely. Let's make sure that's completely. 3 population, okay. And the berries, we took away some of their rock, but it looks like they're still good. Okay. So, let's look at dominance here. The dominance on these Sukos, 112, 144, and 120. So 144 to 112. These Memenchis, 144 to 112. So the Memenchis are all higher at 145. Except for this one, that's 217. So we might need to try and push the Sukos even further if we want them to succeed. I don't know what map you'd want to use for a Walking with Dinosaurs run. You could just use a map that you enjoy the most. So yeah, I guess what we'll do is we can just start rolling for loot boxes, basically, and try to get the best possible... Tolerant increases... What does tolerant... Increases the amount of overlap, reducing Ranger team attacks. I don't think tolerant affects attacks. I think it's still just as likely to attack things. If it doesn't do nothing. I think these don't affect dominance either. So we do humble, social, tolerant, defensive. If we could get strong, that would be nice too. Yeah, let's just do that. And then we'll add strong if we ever unlock it and do like another clutch afterwards. 7, 5, and 1, 2. I think California was pretty okay from what I can remember. Could be wrong. I don't remember for sure. Did we bring in Corythosaurus? Because maybe I shouldn't have put all my geneticists on that if I actually have Yeah, I do have Corythosaurus finished, so... Alright, I guess we'll have to wait a little bit for Corythosaurus, but that's whatever. It's fine, I guess. You... And then dig up Pentaceratops to add to Ceratopsian Island. Penta here. Assign, and then we'll rest these two dudes. And everybody's got a job to do. The park is running. Speed up! Why is this not working? There it goes. Weird. Speed up wasn't working initially. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do a real quick cut and wait for these Suchomimus batches.
Transportation underway.
Okay, lots of stuff finished. Also, the ichthyosaurs have begun to die off of old age. We've lost just one so far, but they are, in fact, dying. You got any of those Pentaceratops? Oh, waiting on space. Oh, yeah, they didn't actually deliver their load to me properly. Okay. Well, let's sit you on this, I guess. You can be cranky. I don't care. That leaves everybody else available to do other jobs. Aggressive, defensive, social tolerant. That is the highest dominance we've seen. That one's pretty good. Defensive, social, tolerant as well. Alright, I think maybe we'll hatch those 2 high dominance ones as solo hatches and not hatch the others alongside them. I think that's the plan. Gambia blank. Lame. So the 2 5 welfares on that task. Let's get some Corythosaurs. Corytho. We're looking at minimum population. We want 5 Corythosaurs. Now we definitely need... So thirsty is actually relevant here because we don't want them to need more water on Certopsian Island. That cuts into everybody's environmental needs if they need too much water. Humble and social are both relevant. So I guess we'll do, I don't know, 75, 25. Seems fine. Skin. Dice. Save and exit. 7. Cheaper research? Yeah, you can do this. That's fine. Okay, and we could do a batch of ichthyosaurs to replace the aging ichthyosaur population. Tolerant, weak, defensive. So we removed intolerant and gave them what? Or are these just not modified? I don't think you need to use Biosyn species on the Biosyn map. Certainly not in Sandbox. We made these defensive on... Why did we make these defensive? Was that a experiment we were doing? I'm very confused. Was there a reason we made it? Oh, maybe we had... Oh, we had to release something. Yeah. We need to release 3 defensive dinosaurs for some sort of genetic trait, I think. Or to unlock Ceratopsians. That's what it was, wasn't it? It was blocking our Ceratopsian research. So the last batch of ichthyes we released were defensive just to get that done. I think we just go the humble social. Yeah, whatever. We don't have enough geneticists to actually hatch more ichthyes. Well. Okay, 5, 10. And then we need you specifically. You know what? You are being drafted into genetics work. You're now a geneticist. Congratulations. Yeah, the invisible fence is pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. I enjoy it. I really would like to do a proper challenge mode with this building set. I think it'd be really cool. I like the outposts a lot. I really like the outposts in the Hyperloop and the invisible fences. That's all very cool. I mean, the theme of this is just roughly Biosyn stuff. It's like experimentation. Biosyn buildings, experimenting with whatever dinosaurs we want to experiment with. And then we threw the DLC stuff in because it was new and fancy and cool. And how could we not? Social, humble, social, humble. Cool. So we want 5 of these. Death Valley blank, Mangrove blank, lame, color and patterns, but we'll take them. Snoring Rana, Champlain Papu, Mangrove Rana, Champlain Pilo. Okay. We could skip one of the Champlains, maybe? Pilo, Papu, Rana. Humble or humble? Oh, they're like identical. How do I pick? How do I choose? Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Fuck it. We did put some decorations in the lagoon. We've got the little water fountains. These are supposed to be trees, but they're bugged on this map. These ones work. But one of the two tree decorations is broken. And then under the water, we've got all the underwater decorations. Yeah, actually, if you're doing a JP3 park build, you can put the JP3 boat and the JP3 cage in your park. If you have a lagoon. Which is funny. I would like to see these different decorations actually integrated into needs. I think that'd be kind of fun. They'd probably have to be expanded and maybe have an equivalent brush as well, but it could be pretty neat to actually have to tailor your lagoons to different species. Because right now it's like, even with the decorations, it's still super bare bones. Pentaceratops, Pentaceratops, Pentaceratops. That gets us a mediocre 49%. Oh, wow. Everybody's really mad at me right now, huh? You're going to still do this job because I need it done. And then everybody else can take a vacation. A temporary leave of absence. A forced, unpaid vacation. Go, get out of here. I think technically they are paid. Okay. So far, so good. No interactions between the Suchomimus and the Memenches. Starving. What are you missing? Forest. Yeah, so they lost some forest. Okay, Memenches are happy. Is everybody else still happy? Suchos, how you looking? Specifically water, still tons of water. Berries. Berry, 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 berry. Missing fish. Oh, that's... You're a liar. You have 2 fish feeders. Your territory just decayed like a dummy. Alright, fish feeder number 2, I guess? Have we offended the Memenchisaurs? No. Are you panicked? Panicking. Low health. Are you scared of the Suchos, or are you scared of the car? And are you, like, skittish or some shit? Oh, large appetite is going to kill this Memenchi more than anything. Because it gets greater health loss when it's starving here, and it keeps panicking because it's dumb. Oh, it's eating from an invisible tree. Congratulations, you're not going to die. We should probably dispatch a medical vet to make sure we top off its HP, though. Don't rely on it healing. Suchos. 2 more Suchomimus. We'll throw them in over here, maybe. Then 1 in the middle. I'm not sure if... There might be an iteration of a JP3 script with an aquatic in it. So you can use that as like a justification. Don't remember if there is one, though. I just have like a vague inkling or something that at one stage that was being pitched. The other option, like, you could do Tylosaurus. The vague connection there would be to Jurassic Park the game, which is like the vaguest of connections, but it is an aquatic that has like a JP, like a Hammond era presence in a game. Or you could look at some of the video games for JP3. So JP3 had a lot of video game tie-ins. So you try to find one that features an aquatic prominently and use that one if you want to. Still dying, or is that the other one dying? No, that's still the same one that's dying. Has it eaten? I mean, presumably not enough. No, it has like no food. Well, we'll dispatch the medical vet again to top them off on HP, try to keep them alive. This is a dead Yeah, okay, there's the old age Mahjong tipping over. Oh, we never checked if the Mahjongs were actually happy. They are now. They might not have been before that one died. They might have been over on Rock or Prey a little bit or something weird. But they're fine. Suko is 99%. Suko Mimus number 5 is not even down yet, which is a problem. Okay, Suko 4. Suko 4. Oh yeah, these are both plain. Actually, this one's not that bad. That's a nice shade of red. I like it. What do they need? Sand. More sand. I don't think it's that important which one you use. It's up to you. Nothing stands out to me in that regard for a DPG or DFW and that sort of build. Baryonyxes are still good. 5 down now? 5 is... Where'd 5 go? There's 5. You are... Okay, population 5, so they're good. That actually did count. That's a okay swamp, Suko, as far as patternless goes. That's Champlain. It, like, blends in alright. Oh, and what's our highest new dominance score? 201 dominance. Okay, that is a high value. Another dead Ichthy. We're gonna have a lot of these tipping over. Oh, and we can hatch this clutch as well. Aggressive. Aggressive. I don't know if aggressive matters. Will they attack a Styxosaurus even if they're aggressive? Oh, dislike, though. They'll be unhappy even if they don't attack. So let's not hatch those. That would be detrimental. Get that going. Okay, we're not digging up fossils. We forgot to do that. Let's make sure that happens. And then we should end this episode. Pentaceratops, continue. Go. Disgruntled employee. Look, we were not $1 billion anymore. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Oh, there it goes. We're in $1 billion again. Corythosaurus. We can get these guys out too. Then we'll end the episode. Because then we're back to like digging up fossils and stuff. Suko's fighting for dominance. See if they kill each other or not. Seems fine. Oh, did that Momenchi manage to finally like eat, or is it still? No, it's still just starving. It's still just fucking starving. Ooh, eat a food, for fuck's sake! Eat a food. Actually, awful. Injuries barely even happen nowadays.
Is a duck-billed animal that looks
They're
like it's wearing
not
a helmet.
common at all.
Check that thing out. I wouldn't want to butt heads with it.
Alright, Corytho 1. Missing some ground fiber. Actually, not enough ground. Oh, well, it still has room in its territory. We could sneak a little extra ground fiber in here somewhere. Maybe a little bit over here for you. Maybe a little bit right there. It's like a blank patch. I guess potentially the risk would be some of the other species not quite being correct. Why don't we worry about the Corythos for now, and then we'll try to get the other ones taken care of. I think that's the better play. Are you gonna eat something, my dude? Panicking. Hungry. Are they all panicking? Yeah, they're all panicking. So, this is, you know, an issue. For sure. Like, even if the Sukos never actually turn on the sauropods, panicking sauropods have a tendency to die because they're not very good at eating. And you startle them every time you top their HP off, too, which is also not fantastic. Car is gonna die, just like that ichthyosaur just died.
Asset transportation complete.
Okay, all the Corythos are down. It's a bit dark, but we can still kind of see them. What do we got? Mangrove Rana. So Rana's going to be the yellow pattern from JP3, basically. I guess this is more of a blue undercolor, but we can't really tell. That's a tower. Yeah, there's the mangrove without a skin. So that's fairly blue. Oh my god, the tower really messes with the camera. I like the single polacanthus we have. That's fun. Mangrove Champlain Pilo. Then we get... That's a good-looking Corythosaurus. I like the green-blue with the red crest. That's a solid one. Yeah, not bad. And then that's Sonoran Rana, so you get the red with the pattern, same pattern. And then Death Valley Blank is super basic. Yeah, they're happy. So the only other thing to do is basically to, whoops, not you, do you and try and status check everybody. I guess we'll just kind of check this every now and then and try to catch the other species as they're nearby. And then make sure they're happy, because we did mess with, yeah, some of the stuff. You need a little bit more ground fiber. Doesn't look like we got nothing back here. Sneak some ground fiber in there for you. Looks like we already got a bunch of ground fiber there. Anybody else nearby? There's a Struthi right over there. We can go check that real quick. Oh, did we already get that? Did we already have Struthi information? I don't think so. I must have clicked it on accident. So yeah, environmental needs are phenomenal on the Struthis. That leaves us with the Polacanthus. Oh, the Pachyrhinos we got information. Am I missing something? Does it just pull the information for everybody when we do it manually? Like, not just the species, but the enclosure? Pachy's fantastic. Yeah, even the Polacanthus has info. Huh. Also, look at these Polacanthus numbers. I mean, I get it. The guy's alone and he's humble. But, like, he's got 100% from almost all of his needs, including water. And yeah, that's pretty impressive for a single dinosaur territory to meet all those needs so well. Okay. Oh, do we have enough? Do we have like plenty of trees? Can we clear some trees out? Forest is fantastic. Forest is fantastic. Styrac. Forest, fantastic. Forest is fantastic. Okay, so it looks to me like if we need to put in more plants in the future, we take out of the forests, because we have more forests than we need. Alright, why don't we end this episode here? Until next time.